Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing. Well, today we'll be unboxing these 4 models. Really quick before we start, I'd like to thank you all very much for 200 subscribers. I appreciate all of your support, and to celebrate, the next video we'll be going over my entire 1/400 diecast collection, so definitely stay tuned for that. Anyways, these models aren't going to unbox themselves, so let's get into it. Let's take a quick look at what we have here today. We first have this Emirates 777-300, which will come in handy for just about every update of ORD and FRA, as this aircraft flies to both of those airports. After that, we have this Gemini Max KC-135. I saw one of these doing some missed approach training at RSW a while back, and it was really interesting to see because I haven't seen a KC-135 prior to that. Next is this WestJet 737-700. I've been keeping my eye on this one for a while, so I'm super happy to finally have one. And last but certainly not least is this American Eagle CRJ-700. This one will definitely be a nice addition to my ORD updates. Anyway, let's start off with this Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. Gemini jets have some pretty interesting packaging for their Emirates models, as you can see here. I think it really brings out the model as a collector's item and displays it in a very nice way, and even has a detailed picture of the model on the back. Well then, let's unbox it. Wow, this model is huge. This is actually my very first 777-300 model, so I'm really happy to add it to the collection. Starting off at the nose, you can see the 777-300 titles, the L1 door, and then those amazing golden Emirates titles over the L2 door. Moving along, we have those massive GE90s with the Emirates logo. After that, we have the L3 door, which is just above the emergency exit pathway. Moving past the last 2 doors, we have that iconic Emirates tail and the registration of this aircraft, which is Alpha 6 Echo November Delta. Moving to the top of the model, we have some nav lights, an antenna, the Wi-Fi dome, and then 2 more antennas by the rear of the model. And on the belly, we have that iconic Emirates logo with a small hole. Just like on every other Gemini Jets model, this hole is for the Gemini Jet stands, as displayed here. And as the next model, we have my first Gemini Max model, the U.S. Air Force KC-135T Stratotanker in the Pennsylvania Air National Guard livery. This model is surprisingly small, but then again, the 707, which is what the KC-135 was based off of, wasn't really a big aircraft. The nose of the model is painted black with a yellow outline, and after that we have a tiny image, I can't really tell what it is, but most likely the squadron's insignia, followed by the U.S. Air Force titles. After that we have what looks like a cargo door, but I could be wrong. And following that, we have the emergency exit door over the wing and its 2 engines. The right wing has a USAF sticker, and the left wing has the United States Air Force logo. The logo is also presented by the rear of the model. The vertical stabilizer has the Air National Guard titles with the American flag and says Pennsylvania at the very top. And a weird pipe looking thing at the top, and I don't have as much knowledge on military aircraft as I do commercial aircraft, so comment down below what this is here on the top of the vertical stabilizer. And something unique to this model is the flying boom system at the back, which in real life would deploy a long hose to fuel aircraft mid-air. There aren't any antennas on this model, and on the belly you can see more of the Pennsylvania Air National Guard livery, with this yellow stripe running along the bottom of the fuselage. Moving on to this beautiful WestJet 737-700 by NG Models. As usual, NG did a magnificent job with the box art, but let's take a closer look at the model inside. Other than the model, inside is also this card for NG's reward plan. You can scratch the back to get a code that you can then redeem on NG Models' website for points. I guess you can also exchange these points for pre-models. I'll have to try that out. Starting us off at the nose, we have some anti-glare paint followed by the L1 door. After that, we have the WestJet titles, which are actually in the old livery, as I'm pretty sure WestJet's new logo is a leaf. Just a small detail. And on the wing, you can see the emergency exit pathway. Below are the engines of the model. At the rear, we can see the aircraft titles, the Canadian flag, and of course the registration, which is Charlie Golf Whiskey Sierra Oscar. And towering above that is that classic WestJet vertical stabilizer. And as the last model for today's unboxing, we have this American Eagle CRJ-700. This aircraft, of course, comes in that adorable little box for the smaller planes, and somehow still has all the detailed aircraft info on the flap inside. Anyway, let's unbox the model. Starting off, the model has a kinda cone nose, and after the cockpit windows we have the L1 door, which is followed by the American Eagle titles. After that are the wings, and then the registration, which is November 706 Sierra Kilo. Of course, on top of all that are the rear-mounted engines, and then the vertical stabilizer with the horizontal stabilizers on top. And then on the bottom, a hole for a stand. But anyways guys, that's going to sum up this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. As I said, after this video, my next video will be an overview of my entire 1/400 scale diecast collection. Again, thank you all so much for 200 subscribers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.